Okay, let's get started. Now we are discuss about the Poetics by Aristotle, part 16. What recognition is has been already explained. We will now enumerate its kinds. First, the least artistic form, which from poverty of wit is most commonly employed recognitions by science of the sum or tangential, such as the sphere which the earth-born rays bear on their bodies, or the stars introduced by Carcinius in his Theestes. Other are acquired after birth, and of these some are bodily marks as scars, some external tokens as necklace or the little arc in the tarot by which the discovery is affected. Even these admit of more or less skillful treatment. Thus, in the recognitions of Odysseus by his scars, the discovery is made in one way by the nurse, in another by the swineherds. The use of tokens for the express purpose of proof, and indeed any formal proof with or without tokens is as less artistic mode of recognitions. A better kind is that which comes about by a turn of incident, as in the both in the Odysseus. Next, calm down. Recognitions invented at will be the poet, and on that account wanting in art. For example, Orestes in the Iphigenias reveals the fact that he is Orestes. She indeed makes herself known by the later, but he be by speaking himself and saying what the poet, not what the plot requires. This therefore is nearly allied to the fault above mentioned. So, for Orestes might as well have brought tokens with him. Another similar instance is the voice of the shuttle in the tears of Sophocles. The third kind depends on memory. When the sight of some object awakens a feeling, as in the Cyprians of Decidians, where the heroes Ticenius, where the heroes breaks into tears on seeing the pictures, or again in the Lie of Alcinous, where Odysseus, hearing the minstrel play, the lyres recalls the pots and weeps, and hence the recognitions. The return kind is by process of reasoning. Thus is the chauffeur. Some reasonable resembles someone resembling me has come. No one resembles me, but therefore Orestes has come. Such too is the discovery made by the Iphigenia is the play of the Polydius, the the sophist. It was a natural reflection for Orestes to make. So I too must die at the like as my sisters. So again, in the tedious of Theodactus, the father says, I came to find my son, and I lost my own his life. So too in the Phoenicians, the woman who seeing the place in for their faith, there we are doomed to die, for here we were cast forth. Again, there is a composite kind of recognition involving false inference on the part of one of the characters, as in the Odysseus. Disgust as a messenger are said that No one else was able to bend the bow. Hence, B. The disgust audiences imagine that a would recognized the bow which is in fact he had not seen, and to bring about our recognitions by this means that the expectation of would recognize the bow is fall inference. But often all recognitions, the best is that which arise from the incident themselves, where the startling discover in made by natural means. Such is that in Iphigenia, in the Oedipus of Sophocles, and in the Iphigenias, for it was natural that Iphigenia should wish to dispatch a letter. These artificial aid of tokens are amulet. Next comes the recognized by process of reasoning. Part 17. In constructing the plot and working it out with the proper dictions, the poet should place the scene as far as possible before his eyes. In this way, seeing everything with the utmost evidence, vividness, as if he were a spectator of the actions, he will discover what is in keeping with it, and be most unlikely to overlook inconsistencies. The need of such a rule is shown by the fault found in Carcinus. And Furious was on his way from the temple. These facts escaped the observation of one who did not see the situations on the stage. However, the piece failed, the audience being offended at the oversight. Again, the poet should work out his play to the best of his power with the appropriate gestures for those who feel ma- emotion or most conveniencing through natural sympathy with the characters they represent, and one who is storms on who is angry rains. With the most lifelike reality, handsome poetry implies either a happy gift of nature or a strain of madness. In the one case, in a man can take the mold of any characters. In the either, he is lifted out of his proper self. As for the story, whether the poet takes it ready made or constructs it for himself, he should first sketch its general outline and then fill in the episodes and amplify in detail. The journal plan may be illustrated by the Iphigenia. By young girl is sacrificed. She disappears mysteriously from the eyes of those who sacrifices her. She is transported to another country where is the custom is the offer up all strangers to the god goddess. To this ministry she is appointed. Sometime later, here on brothers' chances to arrive. The fact that the Orclus, for some reasons, orders him to go there is outside the general plan of the play. The purpose again of his coming is outside the action proper. However, he comes, he is seized, and when won the point of being sacrificed, revealing who he is the mate of recognitions may be either that of the Euripides or of all hideous in whose place the exclaim very naturally, so it was not my sister only but I too who was doomed to be sacrificed, and by that remark he is saved. After this the names being once given, it remains to fill in the episodes. We must see that they are relevant to the action. In the case of Orestes, for example, there is the madness which led to his capture and his deliverance by the means of the perfectors rate. In the drama, the episodes are short, but it is these that given extensions to epic poetry. Thus, the story of the Odyssey can be stated briefly. A certain man is absent from home for many years. His jealousy watches by Posidium and life desolate, desolate. Meanwhile, his home is in a wretched plight. Sorters are wasting his substance and plotting against his son. At length, tempest toast. He himself arrives. He makes certain persons acquainted with him. He attacks the Souters with his own hand and is himself preserved, while that destroys them. This is the essence of the plot. The rest is episode. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.